Welcome to Train Sim World 2, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world. You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience. It is This is one of many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy to find as this one. You can pause the experience at any point and review previous and current objectives. Check it out now and then return to the game when ready. A lot of time will be spent operating trains, so when ready, sit in the driver's seat. A heads-up display has appeared on the right-hand side of the screen. This is a guide to what the train is doing. This is the speed display. The white needle shows current speed, and the red marker indicates the maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power control is in. These are the brake indicators. They show the state of the various brake systems, allowing independent management of them. In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These feature an indication of what is approaching and a countdown distance to when they'll come into effect. Some of these displays can be hidden via the settings menu for a more challenging experience. This train is ready to go. Pull the indicated handle towards you to get moving. St Pancras International Station is one of the major London terminals, providing access to both national and international services. This particular train is a Class 395 Javelin built by Hitachi in Japan for European operation. It is formed of 6 cars and has a top speed of 225 km per hour. Train Sim World allows you to ride and drive from a selection of camera views. Let's take a look now while exploring this train. You've only explored a small area here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Welcome to the southeast of England. Drive the nation's fastest domestic train from the heart of London at St Pancras International. Race along the high-speed lines via Ebbsfleet International, whilst reaching speeds of up to 225 km per hour. Operate or join the mainline commuter trains through the historic towns in Medway to Faversham in Kent. High-speed express and mainline commuter, you choose the pace. Along the way, don't forget to place route maps, install safety signs, set up newspaper stands, and repair broken fences. Welcome to Southeastern High Speed. Welcome to driver training. Here you'll be taken through the operation of a Southeastern Class 375 Electrostar. During this brief introduction, we'll go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started. Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time. To activate the control desk, set the master key to on. Take a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors. It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked. Your next stop is Chatham. Make sure the line is clear before departing. This train is now ready to depart. Use the power brake handle to apply power and get moving. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake by moving the handle into the braking range. You're now approaching Chatham. Apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable and safe stop. Proceed to the next stop at Rochester unguided this time and see how you get on. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train. Welcome to driver training. Here you'll be taken through the operation of a Southeastern Class 395 Javelin. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started. Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time. To unlock the control desk, insert and set the master key to the on position. The reverser is used to activate the driving cab and determines the direction of travel. In normal operation, this unit draws electricity from external sources such as DC third rail lines east of Ebbsfleet International and AC overhead wires between London and Ebbsfleet International. As we're in the third rail part of the route, press the pan up shoes down button to lower the pickup shoes so that we can connect to the power. You can confirm this has worked by verifying the line light is lit. The main circuit breaker will need to be closed to allow power to reach the entire train. Close the MCB now by pressing the pan up shoes down button again and confirm the MCB VCB light goes out. Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors. It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked. For this introduction, you'll be driving as far as Stratford International. This train is now ready to depart. Release the brakes and apply a small amount of power to get moving. Coast. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake by moving the handle into the braking range. You are now approaching Ebbsfleet International, so apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable, safe stop. Take a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors. This section of the line features a changeover in power and signalling as we switch from the third rail beneath us to the overhead wires that are now above us. We'll also switch from using miles per hour to kilometers per hour speeds, and the TVM in-cab signalling will be in use from here. To begin the power changeover, set the reverser to the neutral position. Now hold the CTRL button to raise the third rail shoes and change to the overhead pantograph. When you're going the other way, use the DC button to switch to the third rail for the eastern leg of the journey. Next, press the pan up shoes down button to raise the pantograph. Finally, press the pan up shoes down button again to close the main circuit breaker and ensure power reaches the entire train. You can check that this has happened by validating the MCB VCB light has gone out. Nicely done. You're in good shape to continue the journey. Proceed to the next stop at Stratford International unguided this time and see how you get on. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.